Hello everyone, my name's Christy. Welcome to my sewing area. This is also my office. And I got a bag of sewing tins last time I went and visited my mom from my grandmother who passed away in September. And my mom saved all these tins, these sewing tins for me. And I have no idea what's in them. And I haven't even looked through the bag. So we're going to do a little unboxing of these sewing tins and see what treasures we can find in these sewing tins. But before we get to that, I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in my crafty and artistic adventures. Welcome back to anyone. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Thanks so much for sticking with me in the past year when I haven't been posting as much. I'm hoping that in 2026 I post a bit more. This is a channel about embroidery, cross stitch, other textile crafts like sewing, history, and the history of all those things. So if any of that is interesting to you and you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and stick around. Now, I posted a week or so ago about my 2026 bingo board, and one of the items is to fix this sewing machine. I bought the belts, and I just need to put it together, and then maybe I can start using my treadle sewing machine. I'm really excited. I bought this from a local woman and she said that it worked, but it has the belt is sort of old and crumbly. So, and it's no longer really attached to anything. So anyway, I'm excited to do that work sometime in 2026 and start playing around with this sewing machine. I think that'll be really great. I'm just hanging out on the floor. I figure I don't have a table around me in my normal filming corner. So I thought I would hang out on the floor. Since it's sewing adjacent, sewing related, I'd be in my sewing area. And then these are all historical advertisements for the Corticelli Silk Company, which I'm a big fan of. So let's just look at these little boxes. This one's empty, but it is a tea canister. And it is empty, but it's an excellent canister. This gorgeous little tin is not empty, so we'll put that here. And then I have this beautiful tin, has some stuff in it. Now, like I said, I don't even know what's in here. I have a purse and some scissors and stuff that I'll show you. And then just sort of a variety of sewing notions, implements, paraphernalia. So let's dig in. I want to start with this beautiful tin. This is a really pretty tin. It has sort of different levels, and it's gold, and it have a Edward Sharp and Sons. Oh, by appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II Confectioners, made in England, by Edward Sharp and Sons Limited of Maidstone, Kent. This is much fancier than the Dutch cookies that I usually put my sewing paraphernalia in, which is over there, my sewing box. Ooh, look at this. Look at what we have here. And then here's a better view of the cover here. So what do we have? We have all sorts of needles. I'm going to start bookbinding, and these are really useful for that. Look at all these different sizes of needles. And curved needles are great for bookbinding. That's fun. I'll turn this lid upside down so that we'll put things in there. We have a pin cushion with some pins. I'm going to turn my light. Hold on one second. Is that too bright? I don't know if that's too bright, but at least, that's better for viewing these. So we have a little pin cushion. Let me move it a little bit more. I don't normally film here, so I don't have my normal setup, so it's a little bit iffy. But we have some, like I said, a pin cushion with a bunch of pins. It has some old sequins on it, and there are some needles. And then we have different colors of thread. And these are modern threads, so I'm not going to kind of get into them. But we have browns and blues and beiges and black. And I'll put these in I have some thread storage on my wall over there. And this, I really love getting this kind. This is a cord cotton waxed, I think. Doesn't say, but it's sort of really shiny and should be really strong. Let's see how strong it is. Not strong at all. Good to know. Good to know. Not strong at all. All right. We have green, black, green and black. And then we have a bunch of pins. Pins are always useful. We have some more needles, crewel needles by Prym, P-R-Y-M. We have an extra button. I do love a button. I have a whole stash of buttons. And oops, I dropped it. It's just a plastic button. Well, I don't need to put it back in. I'm going to put it right in my button stash. And then I have these buttons. These are just some metal buttons. Some thimbles. Just regular thimbles. Regular thimbles. I don't use thimbles like that. They don't really fit my fingers, and I don't quite sew like that. And then we have some more needles. These are hand sewing needles. And then we have a little piece, a little bit of scissors. I do like a scissor number. I have some scissors. And then just some like sort of loose needles. Oh, what's this? Sharps. 10 cents. It's amazing. 10 cents. 1 through 5. Are they loose or are they... No, they're not loose. So we have really old hand sewing needles. Made from finest tempered steel. Boy brand with a patent. Very fun. Okay, so that's what's in this first container. So we'll put that all back. So now let's look into this tin. There's definitely more thread in here because it's coming out the side. This is kind of a dirty tin. Oh, this looks like it's all threads. But some wooden spools. You know, I love me a wooden spool. Is there anything? Oh, there's an embroidery hoop under here. There's more stuff underneath. Okay, so let's take out the threads. We have a bunch of threads, modern threads. I do have a Bingen Corticelli mercerized cotton on a wooden spool, which is fun. I do love a wooden spool. Again, Bingen Corticelli mercerized cotton. Lots of different colors. A tiny little Coats and Clark. And the wooden spools will go in my wooden spool collection. Sorry about all the noise. They're all kind of connected to each other. We have some blues and whites. Some more Corticelli. Oh no, this is, yeah, Bingen Corticelli. More colors. Okay, now I can get into the bottom of this. We have some safety pins. We have, it looks like some circular cutters, a thimble, and a very large embroidery hoop. A surprisingly large embroidery hoop. Let's see here. Oh, and then there are some, let's see, let's go this way. There we go. I'll keep this out and put it with my other embroidery hoop. So we have a large embroidery hoop. I would say that's 10 inches, a 10-inch embroidery hoop, and which is fit very nicely in this. And there are some, very old sort of rubber pulls, but they're going to be thrown away because they are cracking. They are no longer sticky. Yeah, some safety pins, and that's about it. So the most exciting thing in here were the wooden spools and the thread. And all this thread, like I said, is going to go on my wall. I will use this, especially the modern stuff. The problem with thread, though, is that it gets weaker. So hold on while I put this back. Okay, let's take a look at the bag. Now, my mom kept this bag out for me. And it has a purse in it that has stuff in it. So this is the purse. It's a kiss lock purse. And it looks like a, so would this be a brocade? I don't know if it would be a brocade. It has things inside. What does it have inside? It has hair combs inside, which I will not use because I do not use hair combs. And it has 2 different scissors inside. I do love little scissors. So we have some little scissors inside and some hair combs. And then in this bigger, in the bottom of the bag, we have more scissors. We have, it looks like some, those are fun. Ooh, they have a little bit of carving on them. Those are very fun. I don't know how well they'll cut. I'll try them out later and report back. I have a fan. So that's fun. Random. And then I have a shoehorn. I don't know what these are for. If anyone knows what these 2 are for, because this I'm pretty sure is a shoehorn. But if anyone knows what these 2 are for, I was thinking one of them might be like, oh, this is sort of rough. I was thinking one of them might be like a button hook, but they're not a button hook. So I have that. They don't sound very they're not very heavy. Anyway, so that's what's in the bag. Lots of scissors, which is very nice. And they look vintagey. You know, I love me a vintage scissor. I have a whole vintage scissor collection right over there. So that's fun. And then we have the bottom of the bag. So let's see what we have in here. We have a ribbon. Okay. We have some pinking shears. These are Fiskars. These are pretty new and will be a good addition to my collection. I do have pinking shears, but you can never have too many scissors, and I have a place I can put them. I have a bunch of little bobbins that I'm not sure will fit in my sewing machine, but we'll try them out. Feet for a Kenmore, which I believe is the sewing machine that is up there. So I have Aura's sewing machine from a couple years ago when she moved in with my mom. I got the sewing machine. Hold on, I don't know what these are. Okay, so it's a bag of these. And this sort of locks, I think. So it locks onto there. And it's a hook. But I don't know what it does. So if anyone knows what this does, I mean, it looks like it's a hook. So like this would be in a grid or something. I don't know, but I have a whole bag of them. Along with like regular hooks. I don't know. Like this looks like a pin for something. This looks like a pin for something. So if anyone has any idea what these guys are, like that, let me know in the comments because I'd love to know. Interesting. Like I said, I have no idea what I want to find here. And I also have a sewing box over there that I inherited from my aunt. So we're going to take a look at that too. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to the farm, which is where my grandparents lived and now my uncle lives, and get my grandmother's sewing stuff. And that'll be at the end of the month. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Here's some more. Here's some more that are silver of those same things. No idea what they are. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a case. I love a case. What's in the case? Ooh, scissors. Shears. Look at those. And these are by can't read. I had to get I got new glasses, but they weren't working for me, and so I have my old glasses on and I can't read as well. So I don't know what that is, but it's a very cute little case, and it looks like it's missing a pair of scissors as well, or something. So I have more scissors, which is exciting. Here we go. Let's get that out. There we go. Scissors in the case. And the rest of this looks like sewing machine, you know, maintenance things. Screwdrivers, lots of straight pins. I have to be careful because there are lots of straight pins. And I do walk around in this room without shoes on regularly. So we have pretty snaps and fasteners. I have a lot of vintage sort of snaps and fasteners, so I'll put that with them. More pins. I think that's nothing else is really exciting. Ooh, actually, I lied. Let me get this out. Hold on one sec. We have a tray that looks like it has some stuff. It has weights, fabric covered weights. These will be really useful. I can always use weights. Crochet hooks of various sizes. And sort of a tube. Of this. Now, I was thinking that this was a darning egg, but it is not a darning egg. So, my sewists out there, any idea what this is? Please tell me in the comments. But that was, I mean, okay, exciting might be a strong word for that. But I was thinking that it was something else. Okay, found a bobbin. Some buttons, and I think this is more maintenance stuff. Pins, those kinds of things. Chalk. Here is a rotary cutter to go, I'm assuming, with the blades. A tape measure. Twist pins. Oh, they look like this. Hard to show. I don't know what those are for. And then lots of regular pins. That's kind of what we have. Oh, and some clippy hooks, which I guess would probably go this way, and they would hold like a curtain or something. So anyway, and then inside the bag is a lot of loose pins. So I need to be careful with this bag, with this whole container. But anyway, that's what I got from my mom's house in this bag of sewing accoutrement. Oh, what's this? I also have a little, I don't know if you can see it here. I'll hold it up like that, maybe. Yeah, so it's a measuring, looks like 4 centimeters. Yeah, it looks like a 4 centimeter square. Interesting. For quilting. And I did get a bunch of quilting stuff from her when she moved also, which I recorded a video of that kind of unboxing, but my computer crashed and so I lost the video. So that's kind of a bummer. But I do have a bunch of other sewing stuff from Aura, from when she moved in with my mom. Anyway, that's it from me. Let's do a little I'll do a little screen grab. Okay. And yeah, thanks for joining me. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And like I said, I'm really hoping to do more videos in 2026. I do have stitching. I've been stitching again. I want to do some sewing. I want to do some tutorials. So we'll see how far I get. We'll see how far I get. And these videos will, all these sort of like extra videos will all be on Patreon first. So they'll be there for at least a week before I release them to the public. So they will all get first access to my extra content. Flosstubes will always come to YouTube first. But yeah, so all these extra videos will go to my Patreon. You can find my Patreon link down below. I only have one level, and everyone kind of just gets, I guess I have 2 levels, and everyone kind of just gets the same thing because I do have a full-time job and I don't have time to make lots of like different content. But yeah, if you're interested in supporting me and my work, you can go check me out on Patreon, or you can just sort of like, subscribe, hype up my videos on YouTube. That helps as well to get me out to people. So thanks so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.